Coming up on OU Nightly, the chief of detention at the Cleveland County Jail resigns after the assault on an officer. And a new traffic report shows how much rough roads are costing Oklahomans every year. Plus, what President Trump's tariffs could mean for the U.S. economy. This is OU Nightly. The Cleveland County Jail is without a lead administrator tonight. Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Alexa Dringus.
And I'm Olivia Hayes. Cleveland County officials confirm the head of the county jail has resigned. John Bishop's resignation comes one day after an inmate reportedly attacked an officer at the jail. That detention officer, Lydia Saunders, sustained a broken nose, cuts, and multiple bruises from the alleged attack. Officials tell us inmate Donna Lair attacked Officer Saunders as she conducted a routine site check in a female pod at the jail. Lair now faces additional charges of aggravated assault and battery and assault with a dangerous weapon. We reached out to the jail to see if the resignation and yesterday's assault are related, but have not received a response.
And a man who spent decades on death row has been moved to Oklahoma County Detention Center after the Supreme Court threw out his murder conviction. Richard Glossop was being held in McAllister, Oklahoma on a first-degree murder charge, but was moved this morning. The Supreme Court saying he is entitled to a new trial because prosecutors failed to provide evidence that might have helped his defense. And enjoy the warm weather and clear skies while it still lasts.
OU Nightly meteorologist Joel Robinson is here to tell us more about a possible severe weather threat headed our way. Joel?
Yeah, ladies, we got some beautiful weather underway for now, but that is set to change pretty quickly as we move into the next few days. We're currently tracking what's called a dry line out to our west. That's going to be the trigger for severe thunderstorms over the next few days, and it's going to be starting off to our west. We have a slight risk for severe thunderstorms and a scattered risk for severe thunderstorms in western Oklahoma. That'll gradually make its way eastward as we head particularly into Thursday night into Friday. We have the potential to see some damaging winds, large hail, and potentially a flooding risk with that. So we'll break all that down coming up, the heavy rainfall and the flooding threat coming up. Your forecast is coming up soon. Back to you, ladies.
Thank you, Joel. Looking forward to that full breakdown. A new report finds Oklahoma drivers are losing more than $6 billion annually because of poor road conditions. This is all according to a report from a national transportation research nonprofit known as TRIP. The findings show deteriorating infrastructure is contributing to vehicle repair costs, traffic-related accidents, wasted time, and wasted fuel. And student loan borrowers could soon face collections as the U.S. Department of Education says it's time to pay up.
OU Nightly's Bryn Mead has that and the rest of today's national and international headlines from the News Center. Bryn?
The U.S. Department of Education says they'll be collecting federal student loans in default starting May 5th. This affects 5 million Americans whose payments were put on pause in 2020 during the pandemic. The department is telling borrowers in default to begin making monthly payments, enroll in a repayment plan that's tied to their income, or have the loan rehabilitated through a specific agreement. Pope Francis's passing now marks the start of the papal interregnum, the period between the death of one pope and the election of another. Today, the Pope's body lies in the Vatican. On Wednesday, the Pope's coffin will be taken to St. Peter's Basilica, where the public can pay their final respects. The Pope's funeral will be held Saturday morning. And Harvard University sues the Trump administration as the fight over federal funding for the Ivy League schools continues. Harvard files the suit refusing to submit to demands, including to eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, ban masks at campus protests, and more.
He's not going to tolerate illegal harassment and violence towards Jewish American students or students of any faith on our campuses across the country. And so we will be responding to the lawsuit in court.
The Trump administration threatens to freeze more than $2 billion in grants. Olivia, Alexa.
Thank you, Bryn. The International Monetary Fund says the uncertainty around President Trump's tariffs and how our trade partners hit back will likely stunt U.S. economic growth. This is in line with what economists and Wall Street have warned.
Being perceived by economists and investors around the world as the biggest own goal in soccer terms, the biggest self-inflicted sort of blunder in economic policy making.
The uncertainty of tariffs still hangs in the air. OU Nightly reporter Darby McCormick shares the story on one unexpected community affected in major ways.
I definitely think it's going to make it a lot more difficult for people to spend their time doing this hobby that, a lot of people use as a mental health break.
A pastime hit hard by the future potential of tariffs on U.S. imports.
The United States doesn't really make electronics. They don't. And so if you're trying to buy any sort of physical piece of hardware, it's going to be imported from somewhere.
And as the possible future reality of gaming looms over the U.S., the effects are being considered at OU.
I wouldn't be shocked to see a lot of our computer parts and our console parts jump up in price. It's really putting a lot of confusion on how to set our budget for the next year, because we really are supposed to have that set already.
And while these tariffs may be confusing for some and encouraging people that like to game to stay at home and play with what they have, the OU Esports and Gaming Venue assures that they're going to do the best they can so people can build their own community and not just online.
It's a space to be able to chill, to be able to relax and not think about your work for a bit, but it's also a place that we are really trying to be a place that, students don't have to think about this in terms of money.
Reporting from the OU Esports and Gaming Venue, Darby McCormick, OU Nightly.
Thank you, Darby. President Trump has announced he has plans for specific electronic tariffs that could take effect next month. And coming up, we'll be introducing you to our latest Pet of the Week.
Stick around to meet the perfect pup who could be your missing piece.
Broken records are nothing new for Oklahoma City. Later, we'll dive into how a big win can be followed up.
And what's at stake tonight in the Paycom Center.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
He's calm, he's sweet, and he's ready to meet his forever family. OU Nightly's Emma McAndrews introduces you to Patrick.
It's a perfect day to meet a perfect pup, and Patrick might just be the laid-back buddy you didn't know you needed. Patrick is a 6-month-old mixed breed with a gift for meeting people where they're at, whether that's a hiking trail or curling up on the couch.
And I think that's his superpower. His superpower is to be able to meet you where you are and be the dog that you need for where you are at in life right now.
Patrick doesn't stress, rush, or push. He simply shows up and fits in wherever he is.
Patrick goes through life like where he is where he's supposed to be, and it's the best place he could possibly be. Just happy-go-lucky. He's just gonna kind of sprawl out, chill out, and be happy to be there.
He's not looking for anything flashy, just someone who sees him and wants to give him a place to belong.
His strength is in that ability to just fit in anywhere.
Patrick is free to adopt and is ready to head home and be your new best friend. He really is just a chill guy. Reporting from Norman, I'm Emma McAndrews, OU Nightly.
Thank you, Emma. If you or someone you know is interested in Patrick or any of the other pets from Norman Animal Welfare, you can find their website on normanok.gov. You can also call that number on your screen.
One Oklahoma teen is raising awareness for food insecurity here in the Sooner State.
Coming up, we'll tell you how she's taking her cause to the next level.
And more active weather is expected for this week. We'll have that full breakdown of your forecast coming up. You're watching OU Nightly.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Oh, right. Look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs.
We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Welcome back to OU Nightly and happy Earth Day. It's a gorgeous day to be outside, beautiful clear skies and just gorgeous greenery out on our Weather Center cam right now. Currently we're looking at a temperature of 82 degrees, clear skies, dew point in the upper 50s, making that relative humidity at 44%. So it's a little bit dry. We have a south-southeasterly breeze at about 13 miles per hour as well. Now, we are tracking the potential for severe weather over the next few days. This is our current setup. We're tracking this pattern out to our west. That's a dry line. So we got some much drier air off to our west. That's going to be the triggering mechanism for severe thunderstorms starting out in western Oklahoma tonight. And then that pattern moves off to the east as we go over the next couple of days, So for tonight, we have that slight risk for severe thunderstorms off into the western parts of the state. That's a scattered risk for severe thunderstorms, and the main hazards are going to be damaging winds and large hail. The tornado threat does seem to be low at this time. As we go into Wednesday, that threat does move further east. It does drop a little bit, though. We have a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms. That's more of an isolated threat, maybe one or two locations within that green shaded area will see severe thunderstorms. not going to be too much of an issue. It's Thursday that we'll have to really start to pay attention here, because we do have that marginal risk that does include Norman. Again, it's more of an isolated risk, but I do think we still could potentially see a few storms that could produce damaging winds, large hail, and possibly even some flooding in some locations. So let's break this down on your futurecast. We have those storms possible to our west. By Wednesday morning, we could get in on a little bit of that activity as the storms actually move off to the east. We'll be dry for most of Thursday. As we go into Thursday afternoon, could see a few scattered showers come through the Norman area. They'll be a little bit more widespread, and then it's this that we're going to have to really pay attention to. Friday morning, this is 1 a.m., we have a large area of potentially strong to severe storms, which to me looks like we'll have definitely a damaging wind threat and possibly a flooding threat as well. So we'll have to really pay attention to that. Your Campus Weather Authority will keep you updated over the next few days as we get closer to Friday. Here's our future precip. Could get in on at least 1.5 inch of rain for Norman as these storms move through. Had this swath of rain with these the heavier thunderstorms. I do think we'll have a little bit more opportunity to get some more storms as we go into this weekend. If you're heading out the door this evening, we'll be pretty comfortable in the 60s, starting out in the upper 70s. Again, we had that breeze as well as from the southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's your 7-day forecast, not looking too pretty. Look at all that rain. We are luckily comfortable in the low to mid 70s, maybe some upper 70s in there as well. But if you want to do something outside, now is the time to do it, because the weather is going to be going sideways.
It seems like we're definitely going to have to take advantage of what the rest of today holds weather-wise. What are you guys going to do to get out into this nice weather?
Actually, this afternoon, right after OU Nightly, Joel and I have our senior pictures.
This is correct.
Don't make me cry.
I know, today is our last live show for us seniors graduating.
Oh, don't remind me. My tears are going to reflect the weather for the next few days.
Thank you so much, Joel. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
And according to the website Hunger Free Oklahoma, they say 1 in 4 Oklahoma children don't know where their next meal is coming from. OU Nightly's Allison Greenberg introduces us to an OU student using her crown to raise awareness.
Being Miss Oklahoma Teen may seem like just glitz and glam, but it comes with a huge responsibility of connecting with the community.
My personal community service initiative is about food insecurity, and specifically with food insecure students. So I volunteer with organizations that help food insecure students and then educate younger students on what food insecurity is, raising awareness and how they can get out in their community, and then helping individuals that are facing financial hardship.
On Saturday, April 12th, Ruthie raised awareness about food insecurity at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market.
The people that work at the farmers market, they are people that care about food, they care about Oklahoma, and they care about the community. So being able to talk to them was really important and really special. I went there, I announced and welcomed their spring festival, which was a lot of fun, and then I handed out little informational, educational flyers on food insecurity, what it is, how you can help, and just supporting different organizations that help food insecure individuals.
Inspired by her parents, Ruthie is dedicated to helping the food insecure community around her.
My parents own 3 restaurants, so I always knew what having a full belly meant. With their restaurants, they partnered with different homeless shelters in Memphis, and they started doing a day of warmth. When I kind of realized that there were other people in my community that didn't have that luxury of food, it alarmed me and shocked me, and I didn't want anyone else to go to bed hungry. Being able to just interact with the community that way, it's something that touched my heart, and I'll always be an advocate for raising awareness for food insecurity.
Ruthie will continue the responsibility of helping her community. Reporting, this is Allison Greenberg for OU Nightly.
Thank you, Allison. Ruthie will be at the Oklahoma Memorial Race this weekend, handing out medals to raise awareness about food insecurity here in Oklahoma. And a Sooner team and coach plagued by the transfer portal finally catches a break.
And tonight, one former Sooner may get to live out his lifelong dream.
After making history on Sunday, see what the Thunder can do to follow it up tonight. And we'll preview an in-state rivalry on the diamond tonight. Hear what streak the Sooners hope to keep up at Elledale Mitchell Park next in sports.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Hello, I'm Kevin Daniel, and it's time for sports. As the saying goes, the best things come in threes. Proved today as OU basketball officially picked up their 3rd player from the transfer portal. St. Joseph's guard Xavier Brown officially signs with the Crimson and Cream. Brown is one of 5 players to average at least 17.5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1.5 steals per game last season. The Sooners now boast the 13th ranked portal class and 4th best in the SEC according to 24/7 Sports, with the signings of Tay Davis and Nigel Pack alongside Brown. Just 2 days after setting the record for the largest Game 1 victory in NBA playoff history, the Thunder are back at it from the Paycom Center, looking to extend their series lead against the Memphis Grizzlies to 2-0. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows even on his off nights, the team will step up.
I have a great group of guys around me, and I know that, and I've known that for a long time. So tonight is no surprise. They obviously played amazing. If it was a bunch of me's out there tonight, it might have not looked like this. That's what you have a team for.
Heading to La La Land, and I'm not talking about Ryan Gosling. Austin Reeves and the Los Angeles Lakers host the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 2 of their series at 9. Minnesota took Game 1 by 22 points on Saturday. Both teams will be close to full strength, missing 1 player each, as the Lakers enter as 5-point favorites. We followed her commitment a few weeks ago, and now Aaliyah Chavez is officially signed with the Sooners. OU head coach Jenny Baranczyk has high praise for the #1 recruit.
She just wants to go out and play. That's my favorite thing about her. My favorite thing about her is she wants to play with a team. She likes to set people up. She can shoot the ball.
Following a sweep of Missouri and a 4-game run rule streak, number 14 OU hosts Oral Roberts in an in-state matchup tonight at 6:30. In their last game against the Golden Eagles, the Sooners took a dominant 11-2 victory in Tulsa, with the OU bullpen pitching 8 straight scoreless innings to end the game. Pitcher Nathan Wiles wowed Sooner fans from 2017 to 2019 with 186 career strikeouts, and today, his dream of playing Major League Baseball could come true. Wiles was called up by the Atlanta Braves today and could make his MLB debut tonight against the Cardinals. 2 Sooner track athletes took home SEC awards over the weekend. Senior Pippi Lotta Enoch was named SEC Co-Women's Field Athlete of the Week for her performance in the heptathlon. And Leah Gerudo won SEC Women's Freshman of the Week for a dominant performance in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. Alexa, Olivia?
Thanks, Kevin. When we return, how participating in today's national holiday events can lead to a better tomorrow.
We'll have more on how you can make your contribution after this break.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Oh, right. Look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs. We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
I'm Nikki Womack at the OU Nightly Update Desk. Oklahoma State University police arrest a former NFL and OSU wide receiver, Justin Blackmon. Over the weekend, police were called out to the library where Blackmon was laying on the steps. As police spoke with Blackmon, they say he was slurring his words and smelled like alcohol. Blackmon was suspended by the NFL back in 2013 for substance abuse. Alexa, Olivia.
Thank you, Nikki. We'll keep you all updated on that developing story. Today marks the 55th annual Earth Day, community festivals, beach cleanups, and tree plantings around the globe. If you're looking for ways to celebrate Earth Day yourself, here are a few ideas.
You can limit your use of single-use plastics, try composting, or volunteer to pick up trash at a park. Norman will hold its Earth Day festival on Sunday, which brings me over to Joel. Obviously, Sunday, we're expecting a couple showers. Can people actually get out and participate in this festival?
Yeah, it looks like, at least to me, it's 5 days out, but it looks to me so far we do have like more of a scattered risk. So we could get some breaks in between showers, so you might be able to get outside, but if you're heading out there, be sure to bring a rain jacket or umbrella, of course.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Joel.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and thank you for watching OU Nightly. I'm Alexa Dringus.
And I'm Olivia Hayes. Be sure to watch OU Nightly weekdays live at 4:30. Good night.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years